Chosen Vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man, Druuill, and I am back at you again with another video. Let's get right into it. Waiting to see you fail was an Wanting to see you fail was an understatement. You showed them too much, and they began to become jealous of you. Wanting to see you fail was an understatement. Wanting to see you fail was an understatement. They wanted you to fail so bad, they actually wanted to see it. They wanted it to take place right before their very eyes. They wanted you to fail so terribly, they would have something to talk about. Let's give them something to talk about. They wanted you to give them something to talk about. Watching you fail is something that would brighten their day. It would tickle them pink for them to actually get to see the downfall take place before their eyes. It's something that this person would have loved to see. Not wanting to see you win, not wanting to see you do good, but to want to see you fail. People want to see others fail because it's something that's about to happen for you that they don't want to see happen. They don't want to see the changes take place, your evolution, your upliftment in life, your transition in life. A lot of people are stuck and they're not going anywhere. And they want everyone to stay that way with them. They want to see other people lose just like they did. This person that wants to see you fail is putting up a huge front, putting up an extreme front, putting up a big front, because they're hiding. They're truly hiding inside how they really feel. And they feel terrible. They feel awful. This person is mad because they feel life passed them by some kind of way. And wanting to see others' misery, wanting to see others not win, wanting to see others be a loser, it makes them feel better about who they are because they're so low. And it's like people who are so low and so down, it's like they don't have the the ability to see others win because they don't want to see anybody win. If you don't want to see yourself win, you're not going to want to see anybody else win. And this person is so down. This person is so low. They don't even want to win anymore. And that becomes dangerous for the other winners. That becomes dangerous for people who just have to be around this person. It's like you saw Cinderella and her family system. That was a cult. That was a cult family system she grew up in. Everybody would gang up on her. Everybody would attack her. It's pretty much like that. They didn't want to see Cinderella look nice. They didn't want to see her look good. and she was the prettiest one out of the best looking one out of all her sisters. She even looked better than her mom. She even looked better than the mom or the aunt or whoever was watching them or whatever. I haven't seen that movie in years. But I'll never forget the storyline. And I always wondered why, it touched uh 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 it 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 touched a part of me deep in my soul, to see someone be ridiculed by people who are supposed to not be ridiculing you, you know people who are supposed to be uplifting you, people who are supposed to want to see you look nice and look good, especially if that's their own agenda. But wanting to see you fail was an understatement. All right. You showed them way too much without even knowing, like we do. Chosen ones be showing everybody. Chosen ones be showing everybody everything without even knowing it. And I'm not talking about exposing yourself or divulging too much info or being a chatty patty about yourself. I'm talking about simply by just being alive and living your life and having to make choices and decisions in front of other people, having to live, having to be alive in front of other people is hard sometimes. All right. When you're chosen and people can see the difference between you and them, life becomes difficult because they become jealous. And if you've ever been around people and felt that you shouldn't even exist, or felt that you're doing something wrong merely by just existing, then you have a profound understanding of what this video is about. They feel that because you already have good looks, they feel because you already have a desired feature, a desired trait. All right. Maybe you have the nose they want, the eyes they want. All right. People love eyes. Maybe you got, some a really beautiful eye color. Maybe you have the feature everybody wants, the hair everybody wants. All right. Maybe they look at you and they see something that they would love to have on themselves. But when you show people who you are, all right, you showed them too much, and it's not your fault. It's not like you're telling people things about yourself, or you're telling them you're telling them your good news. All right, you're not supposed to be telling people about what God's doing for you in your life. I'm pretty sure we all know that by now. If not, let me reiterate that statement. Don't tell people who you feel anxious around your plans, your goals. They'll try to make you feel comfortable. They do this Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde thing where it's like, and the only reason why it's a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde thing is because they're hiding who they really are to you, and they're hiding how they really feel towards you, but they'll put on an act to keep you around, to try to confuse you, to make you think otherwise, make you feel that they're not that bad, or what they're doing isn't harmful to you when it is. They'll try to make it seem like they're just joking when they're not. It's the difference between people actually joking and people actually doing Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde activities, saying something with some dark humor that you shouldn't say to a person if you want them to feel good, you know, versus something to where the person could laugh at it, everybody could laugh at it, and the person could easily just laugh it off. A lot of jokes people tell have underlying meanings. And I'm not talking about just the normal jokes with you and a good friend or a good person in your presence. I'm talking about those things that aren't really jokes. Like you'll hear it and it's like within the depths of your soul, it's like, yo, that wasn't a joke. You were coming at me with that one. You were coming at my person with that one. You trying to put me to sleep with that one. You like, they like trying to put you to sleep. And I say that literally, but also figuratively. Figuratively and literally. It's like some of these statements that they say cause you to want to do something to them, like harmful, like harm their physical, like, some of these people, it makes you want to cause bodily harm. But what I found out is that when these kinds of people continuously do these things to bother you to the point to where it makes your blood boil, and you want to react and handle the situation, it's like, man, it stresses you out because you know better, and it's like you don't want to you don't want to take that route, or if you did take that route, it just wouldn't end positive. So it's like there comes stress with wanting to, because, like, I mean, you have to be stressed out in the first place to want to put your hands on somebody when it's not self-defense. So, like, when someone keeps egging you on, it's like you could potentially snap, and that's what they want. They want to see you snap. All right. That's what a lot of these people want. They say these things to make you snap, and they know that, you know that you're not going to engage with them. So they keep trying to push your buttons until you do. So these people who do things like that, they're not in the business of seeing you succeed. People who do things like that aren't in the business of seeing you succeed. They aren't in the business of wanting to see you win. All right. They're not in the business of wanting to see good things happen for you. And they may act like it. They may act like they want to see good things happen to you, but as soon as they get done dealing with you, they're talking about you behind your back and saying how things aren't going to work out for you and how bad things are probably going to get for you. A lot of these people don't want things to work out in your favor. And as harmful as that may be, I mean, as hard as that may be of a pill to swallow, it's real. And some of the people, they don't want, it's like the Cinderella story. They don't want to see you glow up. They don't want to see you become successful. They don't want to see you shine. They don't want to see you look better than you do currently, as we talk a lot about on as we talk a lot about that on this channel. But they don't want to see, they don't even want to see you get new clothes, like if you're walking, or if you're like, they see you and your clothes aren't looking as good as they should be, or they're clean but they're not new, then you get you some new clothes or whatever, you look good. They don't want to see that type of stuff. And it's just the truth. um they don't want to see your upgrade. They rather you downgrade or just stay where you're at. They don't want to see you look good. And the thing is, the reason why they've been trying to keep you down, and the reason why they've been trying to so hard to see you fail, is because they feel that depression looks better on you than a new suit. They feel sadness looks better on you than a nice new set of shoes, a nice new pair of clothes. They think misery looks better on you than that new shirt you were looking at that you can now finally afford. And it's all fun and games for them. They find joy in others' misery, but people who find joy in other people's misery are like some of the saddest people. They are some of the saddest people, and it's really sad. Like, pitying people is looking at other people like you're better than them, and you look at them in a lowly, poor state, and you see yourself as better than them. That's pity. So, like, as I mean, they still need to have that running. Mr. T, just every now and then, I pity the fool. Like that needs to be played some way somehow. I don't know if I have to buy a clock or like or like a clock every hour just to remind myself I pity the fool. Like I don't know. I'll probably look on Amazon, get me a Mr. T clock, and just every hour just have that thing go off. I pity the fool. I pity the fool. I pity the fool. Don't worry about those haters. But wanting to see you fail was an understatement. You showed them too much. When people get a whiff of all the things you're interested in, or all the things you're good at, or everything that you have a stand a chance on being successful with, it'll drive them crazy. It's like you're the jack of all trades, the master of none. But you're mastering your mind, and you're mastering your emotions. This is what dealing with these kinds of people is going to push you towards. Is going to push you towards self-mastery. So it's not all bad dealing with these kinds of people. They teach you a lot about people. They show you a lot about, underlying motives and deception and, backstabby activities. Stab you in the back, smile to your front. Um, but it is what it is. Just because they want to see us fail, it doesn't mean it's not going to take place. And there are some things you just can't help. There are some things you just can't help. Like you can't help showing certain things to people because it's like you have to live your life. You have to look nice. You have to dress good. You have to take care of yourself. But some people, like, you'll feel such a bad energy around them because they have so much like secret low key hate for you. And that's why you'll feel like this heightened sense of awareness around these people, and the energy is just so off, you know? And this could be anybody, man. It's just like you're around people and it's like you have this sense of like I don't belong. Like this sense of just not belonging, or or like a sense of like you shouldn't be here, or a sense of you should get going, or you should get going. And it's like, nah, it's all good, stay here, chill here. And it's like it's like basically like someone asking you to get into a bathtub in a movie where the radio just fell in, or the radio is going to fall in. It's like, no, I'm not getting in that bathtub. I'm going to get shocked. Something bad is going to happen to me. Like they know that it's something bad that they're doing around you, but they just know what they think you're not aware of it. And as the more you become aware of it, you'll wake up and realize it's like they don't have my best interest. Um, and you'll just notice it and you'll see it, and it'll just keep pushing you further and further away from the people who act like this. And then eventually you really won't have much to do with people like this, because it drains you obviously of your energy. It drains you of your creativity. But you'll just one day wake up and realize I could get more done when I'm away from them. I can be more happy and enjoy myself when I'm not around these kinds of folks, when I'm not around people who want to see me lose, or people who put out bad energy because they have some jealousy towards me. That's why when you punch out of work and you get off that clock, it's such a relief for you. And I know everybody feels the relief of clocking out of work. You worked all day, you're like, ooh, you get one of those in. But for the people who have like are mobbed at work, and for the people who are gang stalked at work, and it's like you have everybody putting like their narcissistic glare on toward you, giving you evil eyes and making you all kinds of uncomfortable, like you could feel the tension in the air. And it's just that like they create such a hostile environment that by the time when you get out of there, you feel you ain't never felt closer to God since all day since you woke up that morning, or before, or you went to work that afternoon. The best feeling is like being in the car driving to work and then, feeling good, and then doing your best to maintain that mood for the whole entire shift. I had to accept that it's not always possible, but with the one thing that led me to was discovering that when someone tries to destroy your mood or make you feel like like dud, you know, um, afterwards you can work on yourself and you could lift yourself back up. You have the power over how you feel about things, toward things. So as you work towards controlling how you feel, you can you could change your mood. People will try to bring you down and say crazy stuff and make you feel like trash, but you could change how you feel. They may try to make you feel like trash. You don't have to leave the trash just laying there. You could you could clean up. Like some of us will leave the trash laying there after somebody says something, or they'll spill something on us. They'll spill their negativity on us, and we won't change our clothes or we won't clean our aura. So it's like you can clean up your mind, you can empty your mind. People want to say ratchet, negative, Nancy type things. You can empty your mind and just like clean your whole slate, your mental slate, and start over like that person never even said what they said, and like that person never even exists. Like jealous people really have it out for those who don't want anything to do with them, who have something that they want, which made them jealous in the first place, and they just end up having it out for you. They end up wanting to sabotage your entire game plan, and all your game plan is just to do your best. All you're trying to do is take care of yourself and provide for yourself and make sure that your life doesn't come to poop. And they want you to have the crappiest life you could ever possibly have. Like I heard the statement a long time ago that it's some people's personal business to stop you from living your dream. Shout out to Les Brown. Y'all know I rock with Les Brown. Um, that man said it is some people's personal business to stop you from living your dream. And when I heard that, I kind of looked at it and was like, yeah, that's true. But once you start to experience that, you're like, whoa. You're like, whoa, deep. They're trying to stop me. It's like, whoa. And you start to see just how much power you have and just how important you are and just how important it is for you to accomplish your goals. Like you want to accomplish goals and you want to make your life better and you want to win. So that way you can get away from these people and, send them a postcard with you living your best life. It means something. But failure is also not always a bad thing. They want to see you fail, but if you're the type of person that accepts the idea of I'm going to fail my way to success, it's nothing but a bump in the road. Like they want to see you fail, you want to see you fail because you know enough. Like this is how little they put into the actual thought process behind their behavior. They think about all the things they're going to do and what they're going to say and how it's going to affect you as far as temporarily, but they don't look at the long-term side effects of their pettiness. Is going to motivate you, is going to make you look within yourself and find that there's more there. There was more hidden beneath the surface. Like they throw dirt on you, you keep digging and finding jewels, diamonds, rubies, gold, precious stones, silver, gems. Like wanting to see you fail was probably one of the worst things you had to experience with them, but it also was one of the best things that could have ever happened to you because it just prepared. God was just preparing you for life. There are going to be a lot of people who don't want to see you get to your quote unquote promised land, whatever that may be for you. Could be a house in Beverly Hills with a couple Rolls Royces sitting out front. Or it could be a house on the prairie with about 50 acres of land, 100 acres of land, 200 acres of land, and a little farm with some animals out front. I ain't stunting on you. I like horses and cows and chickens and all that. You know, might have to pay somebody else to run it for me until I find time to do it myself. But yeah, I would like that. I wouldn't detest that. I wouldn't sneeze at that. But wanting to see you fail was an understatement. It's so many things that you're good at, and so many things that you are going to be successful at. People feel that you're doing too much. You look good. You take care of yourself. You feel good about yourself. You are comfortable in your own skin. You love being who you are. You love being who God created you to be. You love the skin you're in. You love the spirit you have. You appreciate God and all that He's done for you. And they wanna see you fail. That's that's the hardest thing to have to deal with sometimes, is the people that want to get in the way when all you're trying to do is stay out the way. And they really are trying to get your attention. You're someone that's focused. You're someone that knows where they're going. You're someone that has direction. You have a plan. The devil sends these people out to throw you off your game, distract you, upset you, cause problems, all so that you won't focus and keep your mind where it's supposed to be at, on your goals, what God has in store for you, what God wants you to do with your life, what you're supposed to be doing with your life. It's too much for them to see you succeed and live a life of positivity and peace. When you choose a life of positivity and peace, that means you're not drama oriented. Like, these people will have you, a good person that's non-drama oriented, feeling crazy about themselves when you're around them, questioning yourselves. And that's the evil behind it. It's to make you doubt yourself, question your reality, and to make you feel like you're the one who has something wrong with them, when this person is the one who actually has the issue, because they won't work on themselves. They won't take the time to self-reflect. Never, like, you'll never know how powerful looking within and praying and asking God to point you in the right direction, and what to fix and what to change and how to make things better. You'll never realize the impact of that until you see the people that don't do it. Like, yo, you'll never see the impact of that until you are under the effects of the people that don't do it. Woo, being around them is a complete trip and back. There and back, the whole entire trip. um, but wanting to see you fail is something that's not. It's just not going to happen. They could want it all they want, but it'll never happen. They can want you to fail all they want. It's just never going to happen. God didn't put you here to be a failure. God didn't put you here to be a flop. All right, you're here to prosper, and you're here to show people the way. You're here to show them another way. You're here to show them that you can be you. You can still win. You can feel good about yourself. You can still succeed. You can win regardless of what someone said or what they want for you, or regardless of the path that you chose for yourself. Maybe you do hair, maybe you're an artist, a musician, maybe you bake or cook, or you do something in the food industry. Maybe you want to open up a restaurant. Maybe you even want to get you a car wash or a barber shop or wherever your desire is for yourself. You're not going to fail. And if you are failing, keep going, because failure is going to teach you how to prevent yourself from ever failing again. You fail, you do something that causes failure, you know to not do that thing that caused that failure ever again. Them wanting to see you fail was an understatement. They actually really want to see you just lose it all. You know, they want you to be stuck on them, dependent upon them, needing them forever, for until until infinity. Like they want you to need them today. They want you to always need them and to never not have to need them. They want you to be under their control for as long as they can control. But that luckily that's not going to happen, and they're just jealous and continue to do your best, even if it means that you're showing people too much. God gave, if you got it, flaunt it. God gave you your looks, your gifts, your features, your hair, maybe your eyes, whatever it is about you that that accentuates your look. God gave that to you, and it's yours. And don't let them stop you from enjoying it. Don't let them stop you from enjoying the life you have because of their jealousy. They can be jealous all they want. They could have hate all they want. They could feel negatively towards you all they want, but it's not going to stop you. They could want you to fail all they want. It's not going to stop you. Failure is going to push you closer towards success than doing nothing. If someone wants to see you fail, that means you're doing something that's going to allow you to see a win. If someone is not winning, there's no way for them to fail other than just continue to be a failure. And by choosing to want to win, you opted out of wanting to be a failure. You may have to go through the failing process of failing your way to success, but you chose to win. You decided that you were not going to live a life you didn't want. You decided that you were not going to be like them. Long time ago, you just decided within yourself, I'm not going to be that. I'm not going to be hateful. I'm not going to be negative. I'm not going to be petty. I'm not going to be spiteful. I'm not going to be like them. I'm going to stay positive. I'm going to stay positive. And if that's all you have right now is just staying positive, that will bring you farther than that will bring you farther than you could think. Staying positive, that's showing mental fortitude. That's showing resiliency. That's showing strength. That's a person that's not going to give up despite what's being thrown at them and everything that they have to deal with regarding human relations. But there are just those people that cannot focus on themselves, and they have to target others because they are feeling some type of way about this person in their presence, and they want to let you know that you are a threat to them. So they have to threaten you with their jokes, their statements, and the way they feel towards you, taking out on you in covert, petty, passive aggressive ways, because that's what they like to do. And you're showing them who you are, and they're going to show you who they are. It's just that they don't like you because they realize that you are a better person, and you don't like them because you realize that they are a bitter person. So what you have to do with these individuals is to have pity for them. Pity the fool. Pitying someone is to look at them like they're beneath you, like you're with sorrow and you're better than them. It's pitying someone is feeling sorry for them, but on a more extreme level. Not like I feel sorry for someone, I'm going to help them. I mean, you shouldn't feel sorry for anyone, but I mean, you should want to help someone and just keep it at that. But people could put some all that is you're just basically saying like, yo, I'm empathetic towards this person. So if you want to change that up, you could be like, yo, I have empathy, or I'm empathetic, so I could do this, or I could, whatever. But pitying someone is feeling sorry for them. And if there's anyone to pity or feel sorry for, it's definitely folks like this. So continue to pity them, continue to win, continue to strive for your very best. And I'll see you in the next video. This has been another DruTube special. Shout out to the Chosen Vessels. Peace, love, and light. Shout out to Drew Nation and the Galactic family. Salute, salute, salute. I'll see you all in the next video. We out.